Graduating senior Sameh Alfy left home in Egypt in 2008 and hasn't been back since. With all that's gone on, the Egypt he'll be returning to is not the one he left behind 4 years ago. I sat down to talk to him about his time here at PDC, how it felt to be here during the revolution, and his feelings about going home.
The Christians in Egypt are very small. It's like the whole country is 85 million and Christians are about 12 million, and then Adventists are maybe 5,000 at the most. So like we're the minority of the minority. A lot of people don't really know much about us, and those that do know, they have the wrong idea. So some of them don't even consider us Christians, and it's, that's the whole deal there. Well, so like I was born and raised in Egypt for 18 years, so it was really hard. I mean, you just make friends throughout the way and your family and all of that. So I think that was the hardest thing to leave, just all your friends that you made throughout the 18 years and of course the family. Okay, hardest adjustment. I think I would have to say the food. The food is really different. I mean, one thing, we eat bread with every single meal. So when I went to Union, I would go to the cafe and they would have like fries, and I would get like fries and a bun, an empty bun. And then like the cashier was like, just an empty one. I was like, dude, just don't worry about it. So yeah, food was really hard to adjust to until you get used to it, and then you find the kind of food that's similar to what you used to eat. Actually, stereotypes of Americans, there is from all the American movies and the Hollywood movies, like most Egyptians think that all Americans are like very rich and like super smart and all of that. You know, they look up to them, and I don't know, there is different people everywhere. You go to Egypt, there is the rich and the poor, and same here, same in the US. There is the rich and the poor, there is the smart and there is the not so smart, and there is a person you should look up to and there is the person you should not. So it was hard being here when it happened, because first thing, I mean, you're worried about your family and you don't know if they're telling you the truth. I mean, every time you call them, they say, oh, we're fine, everything is fine, but you don't know if they're saying the truth, if they're saying that just to put you at peace, at ease. And I mean, at a certain point when the revolution was going on, all the prisons were open and all these criminals went out, and I mean, you have no idea what's going to happen. So yeah, it was hard being here, but actually since the revolution, I've been reading up like every single day. I would go online, I would go to this website, for news, and I would read up like what's going on, what's happening, just to keep up. And I've been doing that every day since it started. So from just keeping up with the news back home is, you can't trust media. It's very hard to trust media, because one person would tell you something, the other person would tell you the opposite thing, and then you would talk to a friend that was like in the actual scene, and he would tell you like a total different story. So yeah, that's one thing I learned. At this point, I don't think it has changed for the better. At one point, I wished that the revolution wouldn't even happen, because if the Muslim Brotherhood took over, I would rather the old regime, because I mean the old regime was only like a dictatorship kind of, but if the Muslim Brotherhood took over, it's going to be like a dictatorship, just like Afghanistan or Iran, which is like way worse than what we have. That's what I think is going to happen. I mean, you never know. They keep giving you these promises, but I mean, for me, I don't trust them. Well, like I said, I haven't been home in 4 years, and a lot can happen in 4 years. A lot, like 4 nieces and nephews. So I haven't seen 4 nieces and nephews. I haven't met them yet, so I'm very excited to get to meet them. Okay, well, best memory at PC, I'd have to say it was all during my job. I was in RA last year, and you just, this whole group of people, just, you know, new group of people just come, and then I think it was a lot of fun. I mean, they would knock on your door at 2 in the morning, you walk in the hall, you see crazy stuff happening, you see a desk in the middle of the restrooms. I have no idea what's going on, but it was fun times. So I think that was it.